What's on y'all niggas' minds?
Fight Club 25, we in here. Want to talk to you today about why Guillermo Rigondeaux should move up to 126 from 122. I'm gonna get right into it, man. We all know that Guillermo Rigondeaux was one of the most ducked and feared fighters in championship boxing today. And it's the usual suspects. Carl Frampton ducked him. Leo Santa Cruz ducked him. Scott Quigg ducked him. And the funny thing about Scott Quigg, you know, back when Scott Quigg was the WBA regular champ and Rigondeaux was the super champion, they treated Rigondeaux as if he was the regular champ, man. They treated Rigondeaux as if he was the interim and Scott Quigg was the super champion, man. If you remember. It was pretty disgusting, man. Funny thing is, now that Quigg has an L on his record and no belt, he's now entertaining the possibility of fighting Rigondeaux, man. And it's funny, you know, it's real funny, man, when you get that L, how it could change your perspective. A lot of these fighters, they're using their undefeated records to bolster their careers and their marketability. But now I guess he feels like he can go ahead and fight him now. He got one L. What's another one? But in my opinion, that fight, you know, it's lost its luster in my opinion. And the story with Scott Quigg, you know, we all know he was defeated by Carl Frampton. Carl Frampton became the WBA champ, and you know, he was stripped. He ducked Guillermo Rigondeaux. You know the story. I don't have to really go into it. So what's really left for Rigondeaux at that weight? You know, what's really left for him at 122? I mean, he already beat Dornier. And right now, the WBA has ordered a mandatory title defense against the WBA interim champ Moises Chucky Flores, who also holds the IBO world belt. Flores being a naturally bigger man, who knows, bro? Possibly he could make it an interesting matchup. But in my opinion, Guillermo Rigondeaux will probably wipe the floor with this dude. Who knows? But then what? You know, what's an interesting fight for him at 122? What's a big money fight? So with all this being said, man, I said all that to say this. It's time to move up, man. Like every other great champion eventually does, it is time for Guillermo Rigondeaux to move up. Just like Andre Ward moved up from 168 to 175. He went to 175, fought the #1 contender for Kovalev, beat him. Now it's set to face Kovalev in November. Mayweather, he fought Canelo at a catch weight of 152. Captured the 154-pound belt. Canelo being the extremely bigger man. We know Canelo is like Bruce Banner and the Incredible Hulk with the way he rehydrates overnight, man. It's crazy. I can't even explain that one myself. And I use these two fighters specifically because, you know, they are highly revered in the same way Guillermo Rigondeaux is, if not more so. And with that being said, man, it's time to move up. Destiny awaits you. Big money fights await you. And, you know, people question if he moves up, will he bring his power with him, man? It may not be comfortable at first, but as with anything in life, sometimes you have to get out of your comfort zone. If you stay in your comfort zone, you'll live a life of mediocrity. And it's not until you get out of that comfort zone that you can truly achieve greatness, man. That's my thoughts on that. Fight Club 25. Subscribe.